All right, here we go. We're going to be talking about the potential for now wintry precipitation as we get into Saturday night and then especially Sunday. Okay, so Sunday, Easter Sunday, is really the targeted day here on where we're going to need to watch out for what could be significant wintry precipitation across Minnesota and Wisconsin, especially southern Minnesota, so from the Twin Cities on south, and then east into western Wisconsin, which would be the Eau Claire area. So, truthfully, all of our region um, needs to pay attention to this because this has the potential to be something significant. And we are kind of getting on the last leg of winter here. We're approaching mid-April, and it's really difficult to get significant snow and ice this time of year. And a lot of that has to do with the warmth, not only the warmth at the surface, but at the subsurface level too. So underground temperatures are pretty warm. So we need to really get several hours worth of heavy snow or ice to accumulate. Now that could happen, especially later Sunday. So let me show you what I mean. We're looking at the European computer model guidance, and we are, as we get into Friday and Saturday, still pretty quiet. Of course, here's where we're located. Here's the upper Midwest. The jet core is located well off to the east in the eastern portion of the United States. So really not too much to worry about here as we get into Friday and Saturday. But now watch what happens as we get into later Saturday and then Sunday. This is Sunday evening, and this is what looks to be a fairly impressive jet structure. We've got, of course, a jet core now here located over northern Minnesota, extending northeast. We call that a jet streak, and usually in the right rear quad of a jet streak, so right about in this area, is where storm systems like to develop. That's where intense lift is usually located. So Sunday evening, there certainly is the potential for precipitation across southern and eastern Minnesota and much of Wisconsin. And then as we get into Monday morning, the jet streak starts to pull off to the northeast some. That would still leave Wisconsin in a prone area to precipitation, especially some winter precipitation. But then look at what happens as we get into early next week. Now, this is Monday morning. We've got a strong fetch of Arctic air streaming into North Dakota, Montana, and there's no doubt that the trajectory of this Arctic air is going to be southeast. So even as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, look how far south the jet stream and jet streak is located. It is over the southern and eastern U.S. In other words, what that means is that a cold, cold surge of Arctic air is going to be coming into the upper Midwest, not only the upper Midwest, but basically almost all of the northern United States and even into the central United States. We're talking about temperatures in this area are going to be 20 to 25 degrees below normal as we get into much of next week. So if we do get wintry precipitation, whether it be accumulating snow or ice, especially the snow portion of it, it's likely to stick around for several days next week because our high temperatures will stay in the 30s and low 40s. So, and overnight lows will be in the teens and 20s. So certainly cold enough to still support at least a bit of a snowpack as we get into next week. So we'll have to see how that transpires. Okay, here's also the jet stream structure now from the GFS computer model guidance. Okay, here it is as we get into early this weekend, so Friday and Saturday, fairly tranquil weather pattern here over the upper Midwest, not much to worry about. But again, the GFS shows the same thing that the European guidance shows, which is a coupled jet structure, or this jet streak over northern Minnesota extending east into Canada. And of course, at the base of that jet streak is where significant precipitation would be located. Now the GFS is a bit further in south and east than the European guidance, but still it's something that we need to pay attention to because it's going to be a close call here for our region. If not hit our region directly, it's going to be a very close call. So we'll be watching that. Again, this is the GFS computer model guidance. That's the jet stream structure. Looks fairly similar to the European guidance, so we do have a consensus on at least the upper level flow or pattern. And then now watch what happens in the lower layers of our atmosphere. Look at this cold Arctic air on Sunday. All of this cold Arctic air over North Dakota, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Alberta. This is record-breaking type cold that's going to be surging southeast into the northern United States as we go into Monday, and then Tuesday, and even into Wednesday. Look how it just sticks around the upper Midwest, basically Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, on east through the Great Lakes. So this is an impressive and large Arctic air mass that's going to be settling over the United States as we go through much of next week. All guidances show it, so that's why we have high confidence in this occurring. Okay, here's future radar from the European guidance. And this is for Saturday evening. This is right around midnight. Look at how it shows snow gathering over western South Dakota, some snow and ice. And then, of course, rain out ahead of this storm system over portions of Nebraska, South Dakota, and then even into Iowa. So likely that we may get even a few rain showers as we get towards late Saturday evening or Saturday night. And then as we get into now Sunday morning, and then here's Sunday afternoon. This is at about 1 o'clock or noon on Sunday afternoon. You can see a mixture of rain and snow now over much of our region. Likely more of a snow type scenario just west of the Twin Cities, and then a rain scenario as we get into southeastern Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then as we go through Saturday evening, and then right around Saturday night, this is about midnight now, or I'm sorry, Sunday that is. This is right around midnight now on Sunday. Looks like Sunday evening and overnight Sunday into early Monday morning is when our best potential for accumulating snow is here in the upper Midwest, and especially the Twin Cities metro, the Red Wing area, Eau Claire. These areas stand the best opportunity for receiving accumulating snow probably between the hours of about 6 p.m. Sunday and about 3 a.m. Monday morning. By then, let's just take a look at what the European guidance is showing for potential snow. Now this is going into Monday morning now, and not surprisingly, now timing is everything, of course, we've always talked about that, but it looks like the snow would fall over southern Minnesota mostly during the day or afternoon on Sunday. So the timing of this, if you don't want significant snow, is pretty good, because having the snow fall during the midday hours and into the late afternoon is perfect for melting. So that's why you're seeing less snow here over southern Minnesota than you do over South Dakota or northern Wisconsin, because South Dakota and northern Wisconsin will be receiving their snow during the overnight hours. But again, no reason why we couldn't expect a good 2 to 4 inches of wet snow, even in the Twin Cities metro, as we get into late Sunday night and early Monday morning. So something to keep an eye on. Of course, we'll be updating you on this quite a bit here over the next couple of days. Take care.